Everyone, Thursday. I'm your host, Reverend Mary Hawk, and with me is Reverend Bryan. And we are here to talk about tarot. We will be happy to take your tarot questions. Go ahead and post them in the chat or just say hi. And how are you doing tonight, Bryan? Thank you for joining me.
I'm doing good.
That's good. How's the weather in New York?
Cold, but nice. It snowed for the first time today.
Oh, goodness.
Flurries. It didn't stick or anything. Just some nice, seasonal vibes.
Just nice seasonal vibes. All righty. So, and our rules. We are not going to tell you about the gender of your forthcoming offspring.
Congratulations.
We are not. Yes, congratulations. We're not medical professionals, so we can't give you medical advice. We're not legal professionals, so we can't give you legal advice. Good luck, though.
We're also not politicians, so we can't dictate world peace.
Yes. But everybody just get your shit together and get along with everybody else.
Pretty much it.
I think that pretty much covers it. I mean, if you learn to share your toys with everybody else like they taught us in kindergarten, I think that'd solve a lot of problems when you get right down to it.
Pretty much. Can't believe it's Thursday already.
I know. It has been a busy, busy week.
Yep.
So, and hello to everyone who is watching us. Pop a comment in chat and say hi. Tell us where you are. If you've got a question, go ahead and post it.
And make sure in whatever platform that you're watching on that you give us likes and reactions and all the things.
Yeah.
It helps.
It helps. You can share us too. Hi, Jade.
Hello.
We don't mind being shared in the least.
Sharon is Karen.
Yep. And
I
bless
you. Is there a Care Bear tarot? That would be a fun novelty item.
Now you're going to make me go look for it, Bryan.
I'm
You
looking
asked.
already. Oh, it does exist. It does. Well, I could use playing cards, but that I use those. Oh, yay, Chicagoland.
That looks like a deck of playing cards.
I would use that. I do such things like that.
Well, I found an Anne Frank tarot deck.
I have that one. It's fun.
Well, we could do cartomacy anyway with the Care Bear deck.
That would be
and
fun.
You're in Chicagoland, Jade. Well, I'm near Nashville, Tennessee. My accent might give me away. There's a moving blob behind Bryan.
Say hi, Elvis.
Hello, Elvis. You're live on Facebook and YouTube, kitty cat.
My cat loves the internet.
Most cats do love the internet.
Oh, right. I'm excited to use this deck this week, though.
And what deck have you brought for us?
I have brought the Nostalgia with Friends.
All right. While we're waiting, will you do a quick draw for me?
I will.
Just a general, what's coming up for me in the next week, please?
The end of the auction. I don't even need to pull cards for that. Just kidding. Oh, All right. So we got the Fool. So I'm going to turn off my background. We have the Fool, which new journey, new beginnings, finishing something old, continuing something new. So that clocks. I also pulled the Emperor. So Tom Selleck vibes.
Ooh, he was my high school crush.
Oh, maybe you're crushing on some more Tom Selleck vibes in your life. But I also then pulled Death. So starting something new, tapping into your masculine energy, and rebirth. So you're starting new projects. It is the end of the year after all. So you're getting your stuff together.
Yes. All right. Sounds about right. And so if anyone's got a question for us, you can go ahead and post it in chat. Hey, Michael, how are you?
Hi, Michael.
How's the weather in Florida?
Swampy.
Yeah, they're threatening us with a wintry mix Sunday night.
Would you like to pull 3 cards for me while we wait?
I will be delighted. What is the question?
Let's keep it general.
All right, 3 general cards for Bryan. And I, of course, am using the Tarot of Hecate because they get pissy when I cheat on them with another deck.
My cards don't have that problem. They seem to play nicely in the sandbox. Or in the art cart.
And we got a jumper.
Yay, jumper. Would you like a tarot card, Elvis?
Hey, Renee, we'll get to you in just a second. I am doing a general reading for Bryan. So your first, okay. Yeah, trying to throw up cards with this background.
Yeah, I ran into the same problem.
All right, so your first card is the Prince of Wands. So your situation, it's kind of spinning its wheels, and you're going to have to bring some more focused energy to it. Then we've got the Two of Swords, so you're going to have to make an ally with someone, an ally rather than a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So look for that partnership, focused, and then we got the Nine of Swords. So we're also looking at a period of rest. So,
yeah.
All righty.
And that's how it works, folks.
Yes, it does. All right. So Renee and Michael both asked for general readings. Renee first, and then Michael.
It doesn't count as jumpers when half the deck falls out of your hand.
It does not. That's just decks weren't made for hobbit hands.
Yep. All right.
I kid Reverend Don about this deck a lot, although I do point out, since his hands are roughly twice the size of mine, just because it works for him doesn't mean it works for me.
Oh, I've said the same thing to him. So.
Yes.
All right. Would you like to go first?
Sure. 1 second. And Okay, so Renee, the first card I've got for you is the Five of Cups. So there's something in your current situation that is not working out the way you want it to. I've got the King of Lamps, and this means you're going to need to work together with other people to bring it to the sort of outcome you want. But then the good news is by partnering together with other people, you are going to get the outcome you want and celebrate. And then, of course, it's also Yule. So, yay, celebrate.
So the first card, Renee, I have for you is the Six of Swords. Um, so if you're going through a hard time right now, it's best to ride the waves than to fight them. Change is going to happen, and you have, instead of fighting it, you should go with it. Go with the change. The second card that I have is the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups is what we call the happy family card. It's about wholeness, connection, fulfillment. So while you are going through this season of change, remember that change is good and it will bring you to that place of better happiness and happy families. So, and the third card that I have is the Empress. Now, obviously, the Empress is about femininity, it is about your divine feminine energy, um, loving vibes, supporting your people, being the matriarch of your family. So, I would say that this is a really good time for your family once you stop fighting the season of change. I hope that's helpful.
Okay. And then Michael has asked for a general reading. You are welcome, Renee. All right. Well, the first card I've got for you, Michael, is Strength. So this means that you have the ability to deal with this situation. And it also suggests that you may be in a situation that's where you might need to hold firm right now. Then I have the High Priestess. And this card suggests taking counsel with your higher self in your current situation. It can also suggest that there's a lot of feminine energy going on for you. And finally, I've got the Tower. So things are about to change and change rapidly for you. So be prepared for some big changes. And I hope you find that helpful.
So, Michael, the first card that I have is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is about not being afraid to speak your mind, but it's also about being strategic in how you speak your mind. Now, the thing that's funny about that is the second card that I pulled is the Knight of Wands, which is about do first, think later. But in this reading, because the Queen comes first, I want you to think first, act later. Something is going on that's going to either bring you quick to anger or rage your temper. And I'm going to want you to pause, think. Don't hold back, but don't fully like rip into someone or whomever it is, right? Because once you do that, there's no going back. And then the third card that I pulled is Judgment. Now, for this reading, Judgment isn't the bad judgment like we see in TV. Judgment here is more reflecting on after that situation of how you could have done it better. So there's going to be a moment, or there has been a moment this week where you've lost your temper, and now it's the time to reflect on it and think about how that conversation could have gone differently or better. I hope that's helpful.
Yeah. Hi, Melody. And Melody has asked for a general reading as well.
Hello, Elvis's butt.
Well, you know, what's a pagan podcast without a cat butt?
Yep.
And I have no cat to oblige.
Well, dog butt is not as much fun.
No. You are welcome, Michael. So, Melody, the first card I have for you is Justice. And so this card is talking about getting something you've been working towards. You've been working hard on this outcome and you're going to see it come your way. Then we've got the Three of Wands. And this means in what you're working on, you're going to get assistance from someone. It may be unlooked for, but someone is going to help you. And then we have Future. And that's one of the cards unique to the Tarot of Hecate. And here we see a man soaring on wings held by wax, but we don't know if it's Daedalus or Icarus. So the question is, are you going to fly too high, get too close to the sun, and have the wax melt off your wings, and so plunge into the sea? Or will you plot a safer middle course and come to safety? So I'm going to pull one more card, Melody. And I've pulled the Five of Lamps. And this is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Here we see a woman who's gathering a few supplies together and going off on a vision quest. So I'm going to say your best course here is to turn to your spiritual path and seek spiritual guidance. And I hope that you find that helpful.
Mary, you pulled Justice for this reading, right?
I did. Did you?
Yep.
Wow.
So in this situation, I'm gonna say keep your cool, stay level-headed, let justice take its course. That's not yours to decide. It's already there, so just let it happen naturally. However, I will say that in that justice, you will be victorious and there will be great progress in the Chariot. And then the last card I pulled is the Queen of Cups, which is about letting your natural emotions take the lead, but not letting them get in the way. So whatever your situation you're thinking about right now, it's working itself out, and don't force your emotions to change it because it's already going in a positive direction.
we hope you find that helpful, Melody. And now Jenny has asked for a general reading. You're very welcome, Melody. And before we do Jenny's reading, I'm going to point out that scrolling across the bottom is the link to the Pagan World auction. We are raising money to cover our expenses here at Pagan World and Pagan World TV. We would appreciate your support. We have several great things up for bid at eBay and also on that page. The readings are not auction, they are a straight sale through Pagan World, but you can purchase readings from either me or Reverend Bryan. So we would appreciate your support. And now on to Jenny's readings. Hi, Jane. Welcome, and we will get to you after Jenny. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Michelle. Okay, Jenny, the first card I've got for you, and I shuffled, but this came up in the previous reading. This is the Five of Lamps, the deck I'm working with. The Tarot of Hecate has a fifth suit, the Suit of Lamps. This deals with spiritual and magical matters. And this shows Lady Chalk Ek preparing to leave her home to go out into the wilderness for a vision quest. So, this is telling us that you need to pull back from the everyday and look to your spirituality in this situation for direction. Then I have for you the Ten of Pentacles. So, I'm showing that a lot of prosperity is coming your way and into the new year. Things are going to go very well for you on the material plane. And then I have the Nine of Cups. And this is known as the wish card. And it can be the best card or the worst card because whatever you wish for, you're going to get. So be careful where you're pouring your energy. If you are pouring out negative stuff, nothing good ever happens to me, it always goes wrong, that's what you're going to get. If you're pouring out positive affirmations, I know I'm going to have a great day. I know I'm going to have a great week. It's going to be a great year. I know things will be going well for me at work. That's what you're going to get. So be careful where you're setting your intentions because you're going to get what you wish for.
All right, Elvis, we got to sling the cards. So the first card I have for you is the Hangman. And for the Hangman here, I would say that small sacrifice is actually a great investment into long-term success. So with that, I also have the Ten of Wands, Elvis. She's really acting up today. So with those small sacrifices comes duty, responsibility, and obligation. So obviously it is the season of spending money, so working long hours to make a little extra money. Those sacrifices will pay off in the end, but in the moment you're going to feel a little down on your energy. And with that is the hermit, where I would say that while you're sacrificing and planning for long term for those successes, don't forget to also take time for yourself to recharge your batteries and reflect on why you're doing the things you're doing. And I hope that was helpful.
Okay, and now we're going to do a reading for Jane Marie. So, the first card I have for you is the Three of Lamps. And this card counsels working together to achieve your aims, working in community. Then I've got the Queen of Lamps. And when the Queen of Lamps comes up, she's counseling us to not so much push forward to achieve your goals as to look how you can move and flow within the current situation to make things happen. Then I've got the Seven of Swords. And when the Seven of Swords happens, it indicates you may feel like you are in a battle to achieve something. Success is possible, but it is going to take some hard work. So I'm going to pull one more card. But I've got the King of Wands. And the King of Wands represents hard work and careful planning in this instance. So you can achieve what you want to, but you will have to plan carefully and work hard at it. So I hope you find that helpful.
So the first card I have is the Eight of Swords, which for this reading I'm going to say is don't get tunnel vision. Don't allow the one thing that you're working on to distract you completely. Right? Because there's hope, there's progress in the star. Things are working out, things are going to be okay. And then the last card, are you ready for this one, Mary? Because you haven't seen her yet. The Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is always brains over beauty. Your intellect, your cleverness is what will get you through these hard times. So do not lose sight of the positivity in your life. Things are going to work out for you. It's a fun card though.
It is.
I meant for the from this deck because very pretty.
Yes.
Child, if you don't stop, you're gonna go see your daddy.
Elvis looks scared. You are welcome, Jane Marie.
All right.
And next we have a general reading for Michelle.
All right. Hmm. Would you like me to go first?
You may.
So the first card I have is death. Now, no, you are not going to die. But this is obviously the end of the Gregorian calendar, so there's change and endings and rebirth. So be prepared for this year to come to a close. And in the new year, I see you taking some risks or doing something unconventional, something for you that is new and different. And the reason I say that is because the third card is the Page of Wands. So this is going to be taking new risks, being vulnerable, being ambitious on a new project, right? But this project has action steps, lots of them. So be prepared for that. And it's gonna be a fun time for you. And I'm gonna pull one more card just because.
Of course.
And the card that I pulled is the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles for this, I would say, is that this project is not going to make you money. It is not about getting rich or famous. This is a project for you, and it's about some of the trials and tribulations that you've had this year that you're working on to resolve. So enjoy the shadow work process in 2024. It's not always bad.
So the first card I have for you is the Three of Pentacles. And this is about doing your work, doing it well, and achieving the rewards from it. The next card I've got for you is Heart. And this means that your emotions are deeply wound up in the current situation. While this card pictures lovers, it does not have to be a romantic situation. And then I've got the Wheel of Fortune. And this means you are going to see a gift of luck that is going to come up in your favor in the near future. So I hope you find that helpful, Michelle. And next, we have got a reading for Zebra and hello to Eve. You are welcome, Michelle. Where did Eldest go?
I don't know, but I think she's in the kitchen counting her cans.
Probably trying to open one by sheer force of will.
Well, this is why the gods did not give them opposable thumbs.
Yes, Eve, we will have time to get to a reading for you.
I can go first if you like for Zebra.
All right, you may.
I have the first card is the Ace of Pentacles. So new opportunities are being manifested. There are going to be new opportunities for you in some form of material gain or career path. So be willing and open to what's out there. However, the second card I pulled is the Hierophant, which is it probably is a more traditional kind of work, probably an office job or retail, something not terribly enjoyable, but it will pay the bills or at least get some debt paid down nonetheless. And the King of Pentacles as well, which is whatever this mundane job or opportunity is, it does have the opportunity for long-term stability and growth if you see it through. I hope that was helpful.
Okay. And the first card I've got for you, Zebra, and I shuffled good, but I've just got repeating cards. I've got the I've got Fortune. So again, you are going to get a piece of amazing luck in the near future. So be watching for it, be ready to jump on it. Then I've got the Seven of Wands. And this card is about careful planning, but being ready to jump on the opportunity when it's there. So make your plans, but be prepared to jump when you see the opportunity. And finally, I've got the High Priestess, who is also calling you to, uh, you could say, take counsel with your higher self, with the divine, but make some time for your spiritual path as well right now. And I hope you find that helpful, Zebra. And then we are going to do a reading for Eve. And you're welcome, Zebra.
Oh, she missed.
What did Elvis do?
She tried to jump. She missed.
Oh, goodness.
Come on, Elvis.
I guess she got done counting her cans.
Yep.
Now she's back asking you to open one.
Yep. She got 20 minutes. All right. Ish.
All right. So Eve, the first card I've got for you is the Veil. And what this card means is there is something about the situation you're not seeing clearly. So you need to take a step back and examine the larger picture because you're missing something here. Then I've got the Prince of Cups, who is, I might add, a real cutie. And when we see the Prince of Cups, he is always calling us to speak the truth about what you need in emotional situations. So don't be afraid to set your boundaries or say what you need, but speak your truth in the situation. And then finally, I've got the Nine of Cups again. And the Nine of Cups is called the wish card because whatever you wish for, you will get. So be careful about the energy you're sending out. If you are sending out negative energy saying nothing ever goes right for me, everything goes wrong, I'm not going to get what I want for Christmas this year, you're right. If you are sending out positive energy saying, I'm going to have a great day, a great week, 2024 is going to be my year, you're also right. So be careful what you wish for because that's exactly what you're going to get. And I hope that's helpful for you, Eve.
All right. So, Eve, the first card I have is the Six of Wands, which is, victory, validation, acknowledgement. Um, Whatever you're proud of right now, you've earned it. Right? The second card that I have is the Moon. So, after you've celebrated that victory, take some time to reflect on it. See the things that went right, the things that went wrong, the things you could have done better, and see where next time it'll be even better than this time. And going back on that reflection piece is the Hermit. It looks like this victory was something individual, something personal. So maybe you're not sharing it out loud, something you're keeping close to the chest, and that's okay. You don't need to scream it from the rooftops right now. You can validate it in your own way.
Okay, and it looks like we are caught up. Elvis, I've never seen you this mouthy on camera before.
Want to talk to the peoples?
Elvis, do you have a message for Yule for us?
She said, give more cans.
Elvis would like for you to support your local shelters.
Yep. Or her. Whichever. She used to be a shelter kitty. We saved her.
Yes.
Would you like a card, Miss Kitty?
Say no.
No.
Well, thank you, Eve. We enjoy doing this.
Elvis is usually not this around.
Elvis just had to get over being camera shy.
I think it's also because I'm sitting in her spot, given my leg situation.
Yes. I assume you're propping it up.
Which means I'm on the other side of the couch, yeah. From
so
my usual perch.
So you can elevate it. That makes sense.
So I'm in her spot.
Oh, this is why she's talking. She's not being sweet. She's saying, move, human.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, does anyone else have a question for us? If not, we can wrap it up.
You also have the opportunity to buy a longer reading from myself or Mary through the auction. It's down there.
Also, readings from Reverend Don or Reverend Phoenix Coffin Williams. And we also have some interesting items up for bid on eBay, several statues, some aromatherapy items, and Catherine, if you want a reading, we will do it right quick, and then this will be the last one.
Are we doing one?
Well, I'm waiting to see if Catherine answers.
Okay.
All right. Is it a general question, Catherine? Kitties don't need tarot readings. They know what's going to happen. All right. General reading for Catherine.
All right. Ah, all right. Good job, Elvis. All right. First card I pulled is Temperance, which is about balance and, you know, taking something and making it something else, like coffee into water, that kind of thing. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles, obviously the Pentacle suit is about material gain and career focus. But this card is about giving and receiving. It's about prosperity. So I would say, obviously, it is the season for gifting. So, or being generous, donating to your favorite organization or something you feel very passionately about, apparently, like Elvis does about cans. And also, I pulled the Ace of Cups. So I would say that right now your main focus should be focusing on giving back, focusing on the change you want to see in the world, whether it's donating cans to needy cats or, tiny humans, craft supplies. Whatever brings you joy in making other people happy is what you want to focus on this season.
Okay, so the first card I've got for you is the Five of Swords. So this suggests a lot of conflict or chaos has been going on recently. Then I have the Two of Cups, which is suggesting friendship or perhaps a romantic connection. And then I've got the Seven of Swords, which suggests you've been feeling put upon. So I'm going to say, well, let's pull one more card. And we get the Five of Wands, which is about a confrontation. One more. And the Eight of Wands, which denotes running. And then we've got the Emperor. And the Emperor rules the cycles of time. And the Emperor's counsel is that whatever is going on now, it will not last. So even though you're feeling overwhelmed, put upon, and in constant conflict right now, this is going to change. And there is at least some good. There is a new relationship that is helping things along. So I hope you found that helpful. All right. I'm glad you feel that it's good news, Catherine. Okay, everyone. I want to thank you all for joining us and hanging out on Tarot Thursday. Bryan and I will be back next week. Same tarot time, same tarot station.
Different tarot deck, maybe.
Yeah, Bryan swaps them out. And I want to wish everyone a good evening. And may you blessed be.